All right, hello everyone, back again. Tonight we're going to do a bit more Poe Data Vault. We did that the other night, had some success. The deck link is in the description, and the deck link is in the chat for the people watching along live. There's a similar to the PQ winning list, the only Poe Data Vault one. I made some changes to it. I put in Luke Skywalker's, took out the trench runs. Still thinking about the side, whether I'd take some eager escort fighters and that in there as well. But this is what it looks like. I have a showdown on Saturday, which I'll probably run, and then I'll make a decision on the day for PQ whether I run this or whether I run the Yoda Red at the Adelaide PQ. So same situation as normal. We'll keep track of the score. Let me reset the score from last time. And yeah, we played 10 games, and let's get into it. It was a bit later tonight, a bit of practice with the team. We've been getting ready for the PQ, so I was helping them out, testing some of their decks. And one of them we were testing was CAD. This is a very interesting matchup for, especially for Poe and that. So I had some locals yesterday. There was a lot of CAD that we played into. So let's keep this. Basically, what you do is sacrifice your first turn play here. Like, all right, so Y-Wing into Masterpiece or Falcon is fine. Blue Leader is fine. Chewbacca is not great in the matchup because of, maybe we don't need Masterpiece. Chewbacca is not great because of Relentless Pursuit. All right, so let's play the Y-Wing. We'll get the Tarkin Town out of the way. I've tried numerous times to try the pass game with this deck, and it does not work. This also looks to be the this looks to be the CAD that has the how do you say it? All the little small units, which a black one would have been perfect here, but we didn't get the black one. So let's go. We're going to get Anakin's Interceptor, put Poe on it. Then we'll go Falcon next, and then jump between them, and then Patrol Wing. So I kind of feel like Yoda Saber is very, very good, but let's try this. He could have a McClunky. McClunky would be very bad, especially if it attacks and then McClunky's. Yeah. All right, so he's had a very good start. Double one drops, and then the Mist Hunter is, the black one is very good. Here's the question here. Do we just hit base, or do we fight with the Mist Hunter? If we fight with the Mist Hunter, he puts another 5 on our base. I think the only way we win it is if we push. Hello, Salush, how you going? I don't think this list also runs Relentless Pursuit, so had I known it was this kind of matchup, we potentially could have done things a little bit differently. Because this puts us in a tough spot, because what will happen here, let's pass, what will happen is that he'll play a unit, and then he'll be able to trade into the Falcon. Yes, it does put us in a very awkward spot here. I think we have to play it. Yeah, this has not been ideal for us. Like, he's had a very good showing here. All right, so we'll get rid of the Luke. I think we can move this to ground, hit the Marauder. He'll likely have a Forlom, which will take that out. He doesn't have a Forlom. But he does get a nice hit with the IG there. All right, we'll push to his base. And then we'll claim. The Adelphi is very good again here. So what we can do with the Adelphi is that we have initiative, so we can hit his base for another 6. How important is Big Poe for this deck? It is important, but okay, so he's going to do 1. He's going to be able to full clear anyway here. 3, 4. Yeah, he's going to be able to full clear, but there's not much we can do about that, unfortunately. Yeah, the double 1 drops. The good thing in this matchup is the black ones, but we didn't get the black ones. So, okay. So we could, for a cause, I think we for a cause and then put black 1, put Poe on it. All right, we hit for 4. So how important was Poe? Sorry, was the question. You can substitute a different 6-drop in. Like it's not that important. You could put something else in that spot. It's just he's just very good. And if he's got the CAD unit here, then it's rip. Yeah. So that CAD had a very, very good play line through that. And we were actually one play off. Like if you didn't have CAD there, we would have won with the Adelphi Patrol because we would have hit and had the +2. So the CAD matchup is very like 50-50. And especially that version with the double 1-drop opening is tough. So, all right, we went 10-0 last time, so we start off with a loss today, straight up. But we were
hello there
1 off. So now we go into green blue. So what I'm thinking for green blue is Chewbacca is our most important play here. So we've got a Chewbacca, but we do not have a first turn play. So that is really unfortunate that we do not have a first turn ship to put Chewbacca on. But is it strong enough that I could potentially get another ship? No, I think I need a ship. Okay, so Anakin, Luke, Fang Fighter. All right, we get rid of Poe. We've got to go wide. Oops. Go wide as possible in here. We don't want 2 interceptors. All right. Okay, I think we claim here. So when we're at options like this, what you want to do is play your A-Wing first to protect against Power of the Dark Side. Put Poe on, and then attack in. Maybe the Patrol Wing's not even that good. So protect against power. He may play a Super Laser Tech here. Yeah, so this deck is primarily fighting in space. The Poe unit does provide another big threat. So he didn't have the power, which is good. We'll hit his base for 4. I do like the lightsaber here. Wow. okay. I wasn't expecting that. You don't see that very often. All right, we'll claim. We'll try and get a a green unit here to pump up this masterpiece. All right, we don't need multiple fangs. We could put Luke on it, but then it dies to that. I think we just hit into base and do 1 damage to something. I think we just do 1 damage to base. We need to push. All right, I think we just push again. So we can Fang Fight our own upgrade here. And then put Saber out on the ground so that we can drop Poe. All right, let's deploy Poe. Put the Saber on him, take him to 7. That takes him to 23. And then that will present lethal. All right, we'll take that to 23. All right, we can Luke and hit up for 6. He will steal it. But we're okay with that. Or do we just drop a whole bunch of stuff out on the... All right, Eager Escort. All right, so we could put Luke on here so that if he does have a board clear here, at least Luke's going to survive. So Salush says the combo with They Hate That Ship and War Juggernaut is very effective. Yeah. Yeah, spawning the TIE fighters and then having the Juggernaut wipe everything out is pretty effective. All right, so we got there even though we didn't have a Chewbacca, which is good. It's good not to have a Tarkin Town deck. Straight up. Okay. All right. It was a little bit of touch and go. I wasn't expecting that.
Hello there.
4 costs 3/3 to come out and ambush in space there. All right, we'll start here. Okay, so we've got a Y-wing into the Chewbacca play, so we'll keep that. We'll get rid of the second Chewbacca. And we'll get rid of the Poe. We'll keep it all in space. You ideally want two cost ships to start with. Black One is the premier one, and also the A-wing. That's the 1-3. Hey Jay Fade, how you going? I'm doing good. I've had some team practice. That's why we're a bit late tonight. And now we're now I'm streaming a little bit here with my own decks. And that they were practicing CAD versus Yoda. I was helping out the CAD player. Sabine's Masterpiece is decent. But I think we're going to push out for Chewbacca here. Phone's Wi-Fi is too slow to watch. I'm sorry about that. The deck link is in the description. It's just the second Poe Green stream that I've done. And yeah, as I was saying, PQ this weekend. All right, he's double shields. Okay. All right, well, take some indirect damage then. All right, we'll claim. We'll be able to hit in again. The Fang Fighter, I think I like to keep. Get rid of the Daring Raid. We'll hit again for 4. Okay, so we'll go Falcon. He plays whatever he plays here. If it's like 4 cost and that, I'll just claim and get another 4 in with the Y-wing. Okay, well, let's go in with the Falcon. That way, kind of bait him in. If you can kill the Y-wing, yeah, all right. Well, I think we're okay with that. We'll keep the Chewbacca there. All right, we'll hit base again for 4. Hey Liam, how you going? It's on the alternate time zone to lunch. We're here streaming, so we baited him in there. He's taken out the Y-wing. Now we're going to be able to drop Chewbacca with piloting. Hang on, is that correct? The problem is if I put Chewbacca on and he does have a no glory, which we know a lot of the Thrawn decks and that do, then he's going. We're going to basically brick our entire turn. Yeah, okay, all right, let's keep pushing then. We'll hit 6 in a base. So rules question from Liam. Black Squadron Scout Wing says, when you play an upgrade on this unit, you may attack with the unit. It gets +1, +0 for the attack. If you do ever have any rules questions, the some of the some of the Star Wars the Star Wars card thing on StarWarsUnlimited.com have got additional rulings and that on there as well. Okay, so we can Chewbacca on the ground. It's not good with the commando there though. Let's see what he does. I'm just gonna for a cause. And put him in a situation where he has to deal with this or he loses. Let's put Poe as a pilot. All right, well, let's see if he's got it. If he's got some removal. Power of the Dark Side. Okay. He did have it. That's fine. We can pop Poe straight out. And see if he has anything for it. Heroic Sacrifice. That's unfortunate. Well, let's go Fang Fighter. He doesn't attack straight away. We can put the Chewbacca on it. All right, well, let's hit his base then for 2. So it's probably wrong to put that second Poe pilot like I did. Probably should have kept passing till... He's done a lot of damage now. He did cycle through a fair bit of cards. All right, so we'll play the black one. If not, we'll play the Poe. Eight. I'll put Chewbacca on. If he's got another No Glory, we'll lose. Or if he's got a Heroic Sac on the officer. Now that he did play that Heroic Sacrifice as well, if he does have Anakin, it's also a loss. Our outs are for a course. All right, let's claim. See what he has. So you could, if you could somehow trigger this, that'll do 2, and then double when defeated. That'll be 6, 7, 8. So if you could blow this up, yeah, like if he has an Anakin or something, you can blow that up and double it. Yeah, with the Dooku. So that's it. We lose on that one. There we go. So we lost by 1 action again. Rough start. Game 1 and game 3. Let's see if we can warm up a bit, because that was not great.
Hello there.
All right, another difficult matchup is the Quinlan. It's Quinlan, but Quinlan's not as hard as Cad. The problem with Cad is that all along the spectrum, it can hit your guys. Let's mulligan that. The Y-Wing's not really a premium 2-drop. We'll pass to start with. All right, so BB-8 is really good. All right, so this looks a lot better. And we'll keep the... get rid of the Poe. Might need the blue leader if he plays a 1-3 up here. All right, so he's going to pass. Okay with that. Which means he's going to have to match us now. Like if I play a 2-drop, he's going to have to play a 2-drop. Play the Interceptor. So Levi says, in your experience, how does Poe match up against Han 2 Blue? Very good. It's because they're mainly on the ground. If you get a Chewbacca on a ship, they have a very difficult time. All they can do is how they deal with it. They all right, so that's not too bad. Let's put him onto there. All they can do is force throw themselves to get rid of that big ship. So that's one of the keys for it. Right, so let's pass. All right, so we've got a Falcon. He's yet to use his Tarkin Town. He said my name right. Yeah. Yeah, I know a couple of Levi's around here. Right, let's see what our opponent has got a plan for us here. Okay, so Liam was saying about the upgrade. Okay, well, that is unfortunate. So we are going to get tapped. Yeah, that is unfortunate, that one. This is Quinlan Voss. Okay. It's going to be able to run into whatever we play here. Play the Falcon and the BB-8. So I think we just play Poe. Like that. All right, so let's claim. Then start with a patrol wing into Tarkin Town. I'm going to intercept into Red 5. Uh, it's, it's tough here because if we do hit here, Quinlan's going to come out, put the damage in. We probably don't want to leave this Red 5 just hanging around. Right, another force throw. So you can add the BB-8. All right, well, he's given us a leader deploy now. Is that the third force throw? Yeah. Okay, sure. You can have the Falcon then. All right. All right, so we've gone through 3 force throws. So hopefully there's not any more force throws in his deck. Huh? Oh, okay. We discarded from the Ahsoka. Okay. So that we've been done with 3 force throws and an Ahsoka this game. That is weird that he hit Poe. I don't know why he wouldn't hit the Adelphi and then Tarkin Town it. And he didn't flip his leader as well. So I am very confused. Even though we got the saber, we should just attack first because he's got a Plo Koon or something coming out. Yeah, so yeah. 3 force throws and the Ahsoka is a rough start, but he's not playing it too well because he hasn't Tarkin Town and he didn't deploy Quinlan when he could have. Yeah, can't predict what he's doing. Yeah, exactly. All right, we'll drop Cassian out here as well. So what we want is a daring raid or a for a cause here. So this deck's only 1 PQ, but it's not great into sort of the Tarkin Town type decks, but it's very good into the Force decks. All right, so give us a daring raid. There we go. So we can just hit for 4 and daring raid now. Against a better Quinlan player, that would have been a lot closer. Okay, so he's going to spark. We'll just put Chewbacca on patrol wing. And we'll just claim from there. So should we have daring raid before? Maybe. But I was worried about him being able to stop that attack. All right, so we'll hit him with the patrol wing now. All right, so we'll even it up at 2-2. Let's try and get a non-Tarkin Town deck. Would be nice. Here we go, a Snoke. So Levi says, how often do you find yourself wishing for a way to get Poe killed? Sometimes. That's why heroic sack is used. And eject, yeah, I always found pretty awkward to use. So that's why the eject is not in the list. So yeah, something like this, we keep heroic sacrifice so that we can load it up. All right, I think I'm just going to chew back it here. I mean, blue leader is good for the ground. Is it better than Masterpiece? I think we want to play the Adelphi. All right, so he's going to he'll have a barrage eventually for that. But hopefully we'll get a fair bit of damage in. But it will protect us from Merciless or anything like that. Not that this deck would run Merciless, but yeah. Let's get rid of Daring Raid. One of my favorite combos in this deck is having Sabine's Masterpiece out on the table and then playing the Adelphi so that you're getting the +2 plus an experience as well. So we go Masterpiece, put Poe on it. So he'll command to get rid of that. So command works against non-unique ones. So unfortunately that was non-unique. So if it had been a black 1, we would have got away with it. All right, so let's claim. We'll go patrol wing, hit in the base, and we'll give it an XP. Let's see what he barrages. So he's had barrage and command. Let's see what he does here. And a ramp. He's gotten us good. This yeah, now Snoke comes out, so all right, I think we're just gonna have to cop the hit from this one here. Just so that we can get another hit with the Giovanni in. That's a very good draw for us, is the patrol wing here. So we can hit for another 6. And we can also put Poe on too. Let's put him on the big one. If this can survive, we'll heroic sack, and then that should be it. Yeah, so we got this one. All right, let's get rid of Poe. All right, very quick game. We moved to 3-2. We got barrage and command quite a bit on that one. If our ship was a unique one,
hello there,
that game would have been over very quickly. Sabine's masterpiece is a red flag for most players. Yeah, yep. It typically doesn't last that long. All right, so let's keep. We've got the interceptor, so he's not going to be able to command us this time. The Chewbacca is not as great into this matchup because it's double green, and they don't have like a when defeat like the blue spells. They have like the damage one, so we'll keep the lightsaber and maybe get a couple of hits in with Poe on the ground. All right, so this might follow very similar pattern. All right, let's put Poe on the interceptor. We'll hit him for 4, and we'll play the black one. All right, so we'll claim. We can clear both of these. His command, but he can't hit us this time. Hit him for 4. He's probably got a barrage. So he's got a barrage. He's going to hit for 7. The 6 there. We play a blue leader. It gives us a little bit more breathing space. The Fang Fighter, it's just experience. All right, craving power, okay with that. Okay, so we can put a Luke on the black one. We'll hit for 9 there. Do 1 to the Varney. Is that how you say it? Yep. For 3, we'll deploy Poe out. Put the saber on. And then hit for a 7 as well. All right, we'll get rid of the blue leader here. All right, we'll hit for another 6. Yeah, so deal with blue leader. Well, that's it. Yeah. This game's a bit more simpler when you have the unique ships versus having the non-unique ones in that particular matchup.
Hello there.
All right, so we got Towson, another force deck this time, predominantly on the ground. Can get rid of the Chewbacca plays in that with the Force Lightning, so you have to be a little bit wary of that. We have a ton of ships here, so let's keep with that. So you want to keep your two drop ones, and then let's go with the Falcon this time. All right, let's start with the A-Wing. All right, Luke's a good pilot. We'll get rid of the Falcon. All right, we'll play the Interceptor to protect us against... Okay, so he's going to force open fire. All right, we'll play the Interceptor up like that. We don't need multiple blue leaders. Let's get our damage in while we can. We'll go Falcon. We'll give him a 2. Don't want to give him a 3 because then he can -1. Right, let's claim from there. Right, the Chewbacca is a very, very good draw here. I think we hit for 4. All right, that's going to kind of prevent us from moving around. Right, let's put Chewbacca on the Falcon. Got us with a Force Lightning there. Yeah, probably should have just kept going wider, I think. Number 1 aggro player at Oz, let's go. Yeah. All right, is he going to attack and kill it? No. All right, well, let's see. We can get rid of it now. I was just waiting. That's why I kept passing. I was waiting for him to -1 so I can at least deploy and get some damage in. He does get the Falcon in this time. All right, so we'll go the Masterpiece and we'll put Chewbacca on it. And then hope he doesn't have a Force Lightning. We'll hit his base for 3. All right, we're going to just try and go wide here. We'll know soon enough if he has an answer for this. He's lucky enough to have the Force Lightning early for it. Okay, so he's going to take out that. All right, so he did not have a clean answer for it. What that means is we can either go very greedy and put an A-Wing out first. No, I don't think we can do that. We don't want to put anything on the ground because of this -2 as well. All right, old Dakar. He's going to be able to get rid of that. Yeah, so we'll just play the blue leader. We can get the XP. He's got 11, 15, 18. So he's got lethal on board. So we're going to need to draw something here to really hit. We'll give that the XP, 24. So we're going to be, we need this piloted, this blue leader. Yeah, he got the assassin. Unfortunately, I don't think there's a way out of us for here. He has 11, 15, 18, and that's enough to get us. So it's unfortunate. Or just kind of that one play out. I think it was that force lightning in the open fire early, which cost us that game. All right, 4-3. Some tough matches. Kind of the Chewbacca play is you're forcing them to have it as well. All right, let's keep. We're in the same situation here. Reserve. I don't think we need BB-8 in this one. So we'll start with the A-wing this time. So typical red-blue heroic force, which is this deck is pretty strong into. All right, we'll start with the A-wing. We'll keep the daring raid for the force throw. All right, patrol wing is very good for the 5 resource turn. All right, let's wait for our opponent here. So he does have access to the Sorcerer's Blast and that here. So let's get Chewbacca on and start hitting away. All right. All right, so the masterpiece is good. Mystic Reflection. Okay, so he's going to be able to do one damage to it. And then attack in. So we could just kill the red 5 here. And then he'll kill the A-wing. The Ray will be. I think we need to kill the red 5. We just can't have too much competition up here in space. We'll put Poe on the masterpiece. Providing it survives, you could have a Sorcerer's Blast here. Gun 3D says need to finish packing bags. I haven't even packed bags yet, so yeah, it'll be we're off to Adelaide tomorrow night for the showdown in PQ. So Gun 3D and I will be going. There's quite a few others from our team too that will be going. So it should be a good time over there. All right, so we got some big damage in there. Having the A-wing, the patrol wing come in and the masterpiece, giving it that XP, is a good combo in this deck. If you are interested in the deck, the link is in the chat, but it's also in the description of the video. Then there's also a write-up from the deck author as well, from the original one. So pass. Let's see what he's doing here. I want to see if he drops Poe out. He's getting a bit of restore thanks to Yaddle. All right, so let's claim. We can patrol wing again. Right, for a cause is good as well. Why don't you just put a saber on bloody Poe? Oh, I can't now. There's a chirrut there. For context, I was playing Gun 3D's CAD last night, and yeah, we got sequencing on the actions and that. He played a Zuckus and that, and then I still had actions left over. I put Poe out, put the saber on, and then straight into base, and that pretty much sealed game 3 of our three match series. All right, we'll hit the base here for another 2. I think we're daring raid as well, and then claim. He'll be able to heal for 3. Okay, so he's going to do that. He'll heal for 3, which will take him back down to 19, which is not enough with the masterpiece, but it is now, I think. So you go to 21, and then we attack in. Hey, Captain Enoch, how you going? Younglings, is that because we're prime for the slaughter? We've been slaughtered a couple of times tonight by some Tarkin towns. But that one we won. We moved up to 5-3. It's taking a little while to warm up. Hello there. Here we go, another Quinlan Tarkin town. Speaking of the Tarkin town decks. Actually, I'd prefer to go into Quinlan compared to CAD. I think CAD's a bit harder. Okay, so we'll keep that. We'll get rid of the fangs. The Quinlan really doesn't play too many. Oh wow, that is unfortunate. That is really unfortunate for us because he can get a simple trade on that one. Let's see what he plays here. Yeah, we are way behind in this game now. Way behind. And now he's hit us with the Kira. This game is pretty much over, I think. Yeah, that is rough. Yeah, I do not even know what to do from here because we can deploy Poe, put a saber on, and then that comes out. Yeah. I think we just move on from that one pretty quickly. Yeah, I think what the mistake on that one was, that's why we need practice, is Mulligan, and he had the initiative. Mulligan for that 3-2 as well, if we're going to do that sort of pass game. But yes, that was rough. Okay, so this one we've got our 2. We can play a black one out. All right, this time we can think we can just Chewbacca here. Because he's on blue-red, let's stop him from being able to remove. Let's put him on the clock. All right, we'll hit the Vulpix. We'll claim again. We'll go 2 of the A-Wings here. I think I will get rid of this Phantom. Just in case it gets piloted. We'll clear his board there. We can go Falcon and put Poe on it here. So last time we played this deck, we went 10-0. This time, 5-4, very rough. A rough showing. Against Minnesota Jim here, who's on Kanan. All right, so we don't need the Falcon there. So the sequencing for this one is we hit with the Falcon. Are we worried about that? Yeah, I don't think we want the Ghost being able to block up there. Let's hit base for 1. Deploy Poe, go base for 4, and put two A-Wings out. Yeah, Kanan is hard to play. It's like missing a few key cards. All right, comes the Ghost again. You may give a shield token, so it's not the Sentinel one. All right, so we can hit for 6 with this Poe. Let's just keep pushing in. We'll take the shield off that Kanan. All right, then we'll hit the A-Wing. And then we've got Heroic Sacrifice with the For a Cause. We won't need the For a Cause there. All right. We move 6-4. Let's keep playing just a little bit. I need practice for the showdown on this one.
Hello there.
All right, so Sky Guy. Hopefully he doesn't have too much stuff in the sky. He can be fairly uncontested up there. But the Jedi Starfighter is great for them. All right, let's keep. All right, let's go with that. He's got initiative. I don't know if we even need Daring Raid because we've got the blue leaders. Let's go with that. Because even if he has a Jedi Starfighter, which he didn't, so if he doesn't play a Saber. All right, Force Throw on me. All right, we can have the A-Wing. Let's claim. Let's put Luke on. What is it with the force throws tonight? We are getting butchered by these force throws. Double force throw. All right, we'll hit for 6. All right, now we'll claim. We'll go Adelphi for 8. Deploy Poe. I'm going to try and finish him off before Anakin comes out, because Anakin is going to hit hard. All right, let's trigger that. We'll claim. All right, wait for another 4. He has to deal with this here. No, you can't. It's commonly what it's like against those blue-red force decks. It is very fast, very explosive. Sometimes they get the good draw with the force throws, but
Hello there.
We're able to just push through enough on that one. Now this one's an interesting matchup because it becomes a matchup of damage versus heal. All right, so let's keep, because we've got our Chewbacca here. Go A-Wing into Chewbacca. Luke is decent for a cause. We've got to build out a big fleet here. All right, we'll go A-Wing. All right, we'll claim. So this looks like Ysera's version of it with the dispatchers. So he could have like he could throw a Bright Hope out next for us. Yeah, GG, easy. Yeah, it's sometimes the aggro matches are easy. Sometimes they're frustrating because you lose by like one action or something. You get them to like the amount of times I've got like a Palp Yellow to like 29, and I'm just like, just that extra one bit of damage. I mean, this is good for us because this is not great, him having a dispatcher, but we'll hit for 6. The good part is he hasn't got too much heal. Now he's starting to get some heal online. All right, Interceptor. All right, let's... Here we can go 2 of these A-Wings out. Hit for 6 first, and then 2 A-Wings. But this is, despite what you think, it's probably not. It's a more difficult matchup, this one. Especially if they get their moisture farmers and all their heals online. Right, we'll drop that A-Wing. We'll drop the other one in a minute. We'll drop that one first because it could have a blue leader, and it makes it very easy to kill that one. I was packing this. Yeah, here's the Bright Hope. All right, so we'll pack that A-Wing. We'll claim. We can hit it with this A-Wing here. And then we can Luke or even Poe can come out on the ground and hit for 7. Providing he doesn't drop like our Village Protectors or something like that. All right, big Poe. All right, I think we just keep going in the air. This Bright Hopes are very effective. They do soak up a lot of damage. Very annoying to get through. All right, Spark a Hope. So here comes Ray. All right, we'll hit for 3 there. Deploy Poe. I kind of want to hold Ray a little bit hostage here. We'll see what he does. Is he going to claim here or is he going to drop Ray out? If he drops Ray out, I think I'll still hit base. I'll hit for 6. We've got 6 on this one as well. Yeah, so we just got there on that one. Already started to turn the corner. All right, let's move to 8-4. See what we get next.
Hello there.
Another Quinlan. Like, it feels like every second match is Quinlan at the moment. Hopefully goes better than that last Quinlan because that was dreadful. Right, we have the initiative this time. Let's keep. The BB-8 is good. I like because we got blue leader this time as well. Probably don't need the Chewbacca. Let's pass because if he plays the A-Wing, all right, well, okay. Yeah, okay, Falcon. It doesn't matter what we play here. We'll play black 1. I think we'll just put Poe on it. I'll try and go wide a bit here. Hard matchup this one. Also wins by turn 6. Well, it can be hard if they get. He didn't get his moisture farmers and all that type of stuff online. If he had got that online, then yes, it is a tough matchup, that one. We need to kill the Falcon, I think, here. So we kill the Falcon, and then put 1 damage on the red 5. He claims initiative. Right, so he's going to kill this black 1 regardless of what we do. So if we blue lead it into that, we could blue lead it to kill it. Then maybe drop the BB-8 on the ground so he doesn't completely get a free kill on the black 1 there. All right, let's keep moving. All right, I'll put 1 in a base there. Go the Falcon for 3 there. Deploy. We'll put Poe on as a pilot so that he doesn't get Tarkin Towned. I'll hit base for 4. I have a feeling that this is going to die this turn. Is he going to put Plow out or, yeah, surprise strike? Okay, well, let's keep pushing damage. You'll probably say Falcon. We hit base again for 1, so we can for a cause. I'll put a saber. I don't think the saber is the play. All the masterpiece. No. I'll put the masterpiece out there. He's yet to use Tarkin Town as well here. Right, so let's hit for another 4. Can play the Falcon. How much the Falcon costs? 3 more. We could play just Poe. Let's put him on a ship. Blue leader for sure. Yeah, to kill that red 5. Yeah. Let's drop the BB-8. That was probably a mistake, actually. He's got force throw. Get through the Falcon. All right, let's claim. Might force throw himself to get... He hasn't used his Tarkin 10 yet. Yeah, okay. All right, well, hit for 4 there. We've got two ships to do that remaining damage. We'll play the Fang Fighter. And I don't think, unless he runs a bombing run, I don't think they can handle that. Because he can Tarkin Town this one, play something out, kill that, yeah. All right, 9-4. We're starting to improve the win rate a little bit here. All right, let's keep going.
Hello there.
The deck link is in the description and in the chat for people following along. We've got, why we keep getting Ray Blue recently? It's okay, but let's try and go for 2/2 drops, or 2/2 drops, or a 2-drop and a Chewy, or an upgrade here, I think. Okay, so the 2 A-Wings are good. Sabines, yeah. So we're just going to try and go wide as possible against this deck. We'll claim. The Y-Wing is probably one of our worst ships. It's nice of you to practice for Clint. We all know Clint's going back to Sabine, so like we do not need to pretend at all. He talks about going to other decks, but will he? We'll see. Maybe on the showdown, he's going to run. He'll run this or Gar Yellow, but I think for the PQ, we'll be on. Will be on Sabine. So Clint is one of the Baddest Batch founding members, so you can catch him on the Baddest Batch channel. And he's been playing Sabine for a very long time. Right, let's pass. All right. So what you can do here with Poe is you can attack, and then you can, once per turn, shift him to a different ship. So you can take advantage of that +2 buff. Right, whirlwind of power. So let's hit in before he replaces it, because he'll hit it with Ray's ability. Right, so now we can play Poe. We can drop Poe onto the A-Wing here. Have I tried Luke for Data Vault yet? And did you like it more or less than Poe Data Vault? I have tried Luke Data Vault, but because of the 6 deploy, okay. All right, well, we'll claim. Hit us with a very big force throw then. The problem with that is that he force threw Kylo, which now means for us, unfortunately, that he is going to have a an online Anakin. All right, what's better? So we drop Poe on and attack, or do we Luke on? We can blue leader to kill Yoda. Hmm. All right, let's try this. We'll kill Yoda. Getting a lot of restore at the moment. Hopefully he doesn't have the Anakin, because the Anakin will get quite an easy trade against that blue leader. But yeah, it really hurt us when he did whirlwind of power and then force throw himself for the Kylo. All right, so let's hit for 2. Yeah, Kiadi Mundi. Not what you want to see. Probably got a force throw. Yeah, okay. Let's take out the Yaddle from constantly healing and claim. Not looking good this matchup. I'm not going to lie. It's looking very rough at the moment. I'm going to need to be bailed by like a big Chewbacca or something like that. Salush says he's primarily playing Luke Data Vault, and this seems a little faster and variable. Yeah. Yeah, so that was... We are getting crushed this game. All right, so let's go Falcon and Anakin's Interceptor. And let's pray for a Chewbacca on the Falcon would have been good. The Interceptor will get a little bit more powerful. Right, let's play Luke with piloting on the Falcon. You had it. Let's put it on the Interceptor. Hit for 6. And unfortunately, this is where Ray comes out as well. Yeah. Probably lost this one, I would say. I'll claim. That's interesting. But he went for that option. So we're dead in 2 hits. So it's... Yeah. Well, I don't know why he did that. We're one action now from yeah, we're one action from like he's one damage off because he sequenced it like that. So yeah. All right, close one. But that's how it goes sometimes against
Hello
those
there.
force decks. Didn't get it. A Chewbacca makes a big difference in that matchup. All right, so let's keep this. Again, a similar matchup where Chewbacca does make a difference. But Townsend has a bit more answers to the Chewbacca because they've got things like Force Lightning in that as well. All right, so let's start with the black one. Flame. Oh, here's our Chewbacca. So we'll go Chewbacca, and then next turn we'll play Falcon. Can't kill it with a Force Lightning this turn. Huh. Okay. All right. Okay. We'll keep the Fang Fighter. Yeah, it hasn't been our night for them having answers. Like they've had answers for everything so far. Oh, here's a Chewbacca. That's cool. All right, so we don't need the Luke there. Let's start with the Masterpiece. Okay. I'll deploy Poe. Yeah, unfortunately, he's going to be able to clear even Poe here. That is quite a sequence of play. We'll play the Y-Wing. Hopefully he doesn't have an Anakin. Like, that would be not good. Let's pilot out into it. We'll play the Fang Fighter next. Wow. Okay. I do not think this game is meant for us to win this one. Yeah, I think we have to trade here. See what he's got. We could blue leader into Townsend. I just got a feeling he has the assassins. Let's see if he's got it. Yeah. Okay. Well, this trigger will kill Merrin. Yeah, he's had no glory, which is the way you get rid of Chewie. All right, we'll claim. All right, we'll go Anakin's Interceptor. We'll go Poe's ship for the X-Wing. And then we'll claim. We can go a Delphi into for a cause here. So wait for 6. Probably a bit too far back now, especially if he hits like a Devastator. But he did throw a Devastator at us early. I don't know how many they run. Yeah, he gets a double clear on Anakin here. Oh, single clear. Right, for a cause, we'll put that on top. Discard everything else. We'll claim. Right, so we'll go base for 4. We hit for 4. We could for a cause. That's probably our only way out here. This is not easy to kill. Okay. Has he got enough to kill us? Yeah. We're going to be one off again. Yep, one off. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got him to 27. One off. Very, very close, that one. And some of it was like, if he didn't have an answer to that Chewy, like early on, like that was
Hello
could have
there.
got that extra damage in. All right, Sabine ECL. So we just basically got to stay off the ground. We've got 8 health difference, and we'll just try and go in the air. Well, not with that hand. All right, so Andor we don't need. Fang Fighter's good. They go early Saber. I don't think the Y-Wing is much good in this matchup. If you play it, it's very weak to a blue leader ambush. Right, so the Fang Fight is good if they save it, this one up. Is red 5. All right. Get base for 3. Does he put a saber? Yeah. Let's claim. All right, Falcon's really good. We have quite a big health buffer here, so we can afford to keep just pushing in space. He may have to ambush this. No. Doesn't mean, even if you put Sabine out, puts a saber on, like. Claim. Yoda saber. All right, well, hit base for 5, takes him to 19. We have lethal on board. Yeah. You need to, for a cause for the win. Yeah. You have to. All right. There you go. For a cause. Did we hit everything? I think we did. Yeah. All right. 10, 10, 6. We've had the matches that we've won, we've like won comfortably. The matches that we've lost, except for that one sort of Quinlan one, we're like an action away. All right, so let's keep. Now they know how it feels. That's true. Is Chewbacca good? in this matchup. I don't think so. We'll go the interceptor. Well, you can't play that, right? That one just gets bounced back to your hand. Like that's, yeah, that wasn't a game. Obviously experimenting, and that set one card just gets bounced back. So yeah. All right, so the Y-Wing's not bad in this matchup. Maybe we can do it a little bit better. Yeah, that's better. Heroic Sacrifice with the Saber. Let's go with that. So we've got A-Wing, we've got Blue Leader for, he plays a ship out there. Right, we'll drop the A-Wing here. Okay. Might be odd, but I'm going to get rid of the Falcon just in case he suits this one up and I need to put Poe on as a pilot. If not, we're just going to Blue Leader into this one, I think. Okay, Azucas. All right, or ambush. Might as well take both it on the A-Wing. All right, so let's go with that. I want to put Poe on, and I want to play the Falcon. Wow, okay. It's going to be a race. He's going to hit for 7 here. I'm going to hit for 5, 8. Plus develop a Falcon. Not a bad sequence of play, though. Underworld, now there are 2 of them. Zuckuss into Forlom. For 3, we'll play the Falcon out as well. Is he going to tap, tap? Tap, tap, return. Or is he going to tap, tap, buff? Tap, okay. All right, so I'm going to play the Interceptor out. I can't get rid of that. That's unfortunate. All right, we may die because of that that interaction there. I couldn't get Poe off. I thought I could Poe and then Saber, but couldn't get it off on that one. All right, we have initiative, but not going to be enough here. Again, 1 action out when we do lose. And I mean, that is a pretty incredible sequence of play, that one to lose by that. Zuckuss, Forlom, Cunning, and that's, yeah. it
Hello
is
there.
what it is. You play a set of three, maybe it not might not happen like that. So all right, so into Poe here. We'll keep. Got the Fang Fighter. Get rid of that Poe. He has initiative, unfortunately. All right, we'll get rid of BB-8. Well, Force Choke doesn't work on vehicles.
Hello there.
All right, Sabine Red. Let's keep. What decks is Poe having troubles against? I think I lost at 1 or 2 to Quinlan, but yeah, that last one was a double yellow one. Just I've lost quite a few games like by like one action, which has been just been a real mixture of decks that I've lost to tonight. Mainly, I think it was a CAD one, Quinlan, and that but the one factor, main factor has been it's been like one action each time. So the deck is still the same as it was before. This is an interesting play because we can ping that off there. So it's been we've been putting Chewbacca's and add-on pilots, and they've been like having like Force Throw, a Crate Dragon, or a Devastator, and that as well. So they've been pretty prepared for it, and that. So we had a couple of rough matches there. All right, so I'd like the Daring Raid because there's Benthic here. We'll get rid of that. I must be playing more tier 1 decks. Yeah. All right, so he's going to be able to Tarkin Town that. If I put Poe on it, he won't be able to Tarkin Town it. Yeah, it's been interesting, some of the losses, but like getting them through to like right to the end, like 27 life out of 28, 32 on a Data Vault, like it's close. Not much in it. But a lot of the players have done the right things in terms of like a Chewbacca ship. Yeah, I'm going to force throw that. Like I think we did lost to a Thrawn as well by one action. So we'll claim here. And the games that I will say the games that I have won have been like this, like a blowout basically. This is like a blowout type. All right, 11-7. Still more
Hello
practice
there.
though, like Akbar Blue Colossus. They get the engine on, it can be a little bit tough this matchup. All right, so we've got a black one. Let's go with that. We'll put Cassian in and for a cause. But yeah, the other night, that was quite a good run. The 10-0 one. Occasionally you have them. I went 9-1 with Kranich the night before, I think, as well. And the Kranich was really good too. It's definitely not as mentally fatiguing as Yoda, for sure. They're all great cards. They are all great cards there. We're playing against Get Wrecked Plus. So, all right, we'll kill the Falcon. We'll also drop the Interceptor out. I think what happened there that his Falcon got wrecked and we didn't get wrecked on that one. Let's see what he comes back with. May need to consider Trench Run back. Yeah, I never used Trench Run. That was the problem with that card. Is that I think I used it once and I blew the ship up. It had 6 health. And I think the opponent discarded a what did he discard? He discarded a Pershing and an Avenger. Oh wow, a legacy run. Okay. All right. Well, okay, pushing base. I'll deploy Poe out, put the Saber on, hit for 7, and put red 5 out too. The guy who won with the Poe deck in Michigan said he had Trench Run and never used it. That's right, yeah. I've been chatting to him on Discord. It definitely is quick games, less fatiguing mentally as Yoda, definitely. And yeah, classic, we've all blown them up. Except when you're playing Kaz. You don't blow them up when you play Kaz. It's quite good. But yeah, that kind of turned me off a little bit of the card. I know Clint is playing. He replaced Trench Run with Heroic Resolve, that upgrade. So yeah, he likes that as the replacement. We'll play Luke with piloting. You'll have to tap it with Akbar. Stay on target, possibility, maybe, yeah. Have I managed to trigger BB-8? Not really. No. He's mainly in there to give the ships a little health bump. Okay, so this is pretty good. But yeah, like the games that I have won, they're just been blowouts like this. So that's not very fatiguing. You're right, playing like that. All right, move the 12-7.
Hello
We're
there.
going to go a double run today, so like 20 games, and then I might play one Yoda at the end, and then that will do for tonight. We're heading to Adelaide for the PQ and that tomorrow night. Let's keep, because we do have a Chewbacca, which we kind of want. Difficulty lies with Quinlan in this deck. Yeah, we got blown out completely by one Quinlan. I think we've managed to beat one or two others, but I don't know how much of it was like the quality of the opposing Quinlan player. Let's say on those ones. Right, so Yoda's lightsaber is in there as well. So I think we just start with the Chewbacca here. And we start hitting into his base. Okay, confiscate. All right, so we've got a Falcon next play that we can drop Poe on. We didn't really want to see the Pershing. We could drop 2 ships. And try and go a little bit wider. I should have played the other one there. Appreciate you leaving out replays. My time difference now is very different. Yeah. Yeah, I know a lot of people can't make the lives, or they're on at slightly different times, and it's a good thing to have the service there that you can watch them back on replay. All right, so let's claim. All right, I think I got a blue leader, this one, into Pershing. So Liam's heading off. See you, Liam. Yeah, I'll be heading off very soon. Getting super late here at the moment. We might as well get in this indirect damage when we can. We don't want it stacking up on Krennic. Give him that indirect one there. The base again for another couple. And deploy Poe. Tough call here. Do you kill Krennic? It's going to restore 2 each time, I think. It's best to kill Krennic there. All right, let's claim. Do we give up on the ground? I think we do. Let's get the damage in while we can. Hopefully he doesn't have a timely Vader. He may have a barrage. Barrage would, yeah, okay. So he's got the gunship. Wasn't able to kill anything on the when play. Defeat an enemy unit with 2 or less remaining HP. All right, we're just waiting for our opponent here. Still got a long way to go on damage. He may be dropping here. Maybe he thought this was going to kill something. Yep, there we go. Pass. Okay, so we've got some more stuff for space. We'll play Luke with piloting there so he doesn't just get a free hit. Hopefully he doesn't have a power. Have I disclosed what I'm playing? No, but it's between this deck and Yoda. Are the 2 choices. So it's a 2-day event. First day showdown. Second day is a the PQ itself. So I'll probably play this in the showdown. I do have Krennic ECL built as well, and then it'll either be Yoda or this, depending on how the showdown goes. Oh, there's our Chewbacca's. We've been looking for those. I would like a for a cause or something here. All right, so we've got 10 on board. If he plays an Avenger, like where this drops down to the ground, we hit for 5. If he plays a blast, it just drops down. We put black 1 and then put Chewy out as well. Let's trigger that to the ground. We'll hit base for 5 and we'll give an experience to ourselves now that that green unit is deployed down. We could probably even play Chewbacca on the ground here. He doesn't have to be in space. Let's play him on ground. So he's played power. We'll just pick Chewbacca and we just claim here. So he's unfamiliar with the interaction there. We hit with the masterpiece. That'll take us to 29. All right, I think as soon as he claims, this match should be over, I'd say. Adam said, only bad thing about putting things on ground against blue-green is villain is Vader bait. Get those 2 for 1. Yep, that's true. He hasn't had it so far. And it wouldn't be able to defeat the Chewbacca, I don't think, anyway. Even if you did put a shield on it. But yeah, I see what you mean. With the pilot dropping down. That was the issue there. All right, so we finished 13-7 with Poe. So not as good as the other night. Still decent, but I think I played most things right. There's probably a couple of plays I'd like back, but the ones we did lose, some of them was just like 1 health in it, so pretty close. All right, let's play 1 game of Yoda, and then I'll have to log off.
Hello there.
For the night. I have to play a bit more Yoda because of the strategy videos. I need more gameplay against certain matchups to walk through it. All right, so this is a good hand. Can't get wrong with double force throw. Against Avar Chris too. Would like to keep the 3PO for card draw, but I think the force throws are too strong. All right, Yaddle. All right, let's claim. Triple force throw. I think it's get the force first. I want the force token. All right, we'll force throw our opponent here. Right, we'll draw. Yoda's good. Put that force throw back on top. All right, we'll claim. All right, we'll play Kiadimundi here. We'll trigger. Okay, Gungi and the base. You got the consular, so if he's got something big, maybe I should have force thrown him at the end of last turn when I still had 1 and he had 1 card left. Yeah, that's rough. That's rough. Yeah, getting out aggroed by Would have been nice to keep that 3PO here. Play Yoda. Wow. Okay, we are. All right, we'll throw a ray at the Gunji. Allow us to draw. Put that on the bottom, but yeah, we are getting cooked here. Like, I don't think things could have come out much better for our opponent. We're going to need a rivals or something here too. Right, we'll get rid of one Luke. We'll force throw him the start. All right, we'll hit the consular. We'll draw. Okay, well, that's a start. Put that on bottom. This consulate here, we'll get the force. We'll play the Night Sister Warrior. Your Money Hope or the lightsaber? We need Your Money Hope now. Okay, so he uses the consular to now bring Avar out. So I think we I think I kill. No, we hit in there. We'll have to see what this last card is. Let's draw. We've got the rivals. That's one thing that might save us in this game. But yeah, it is. A rough call at the moment. We got to flip the Yoda, kill the resupply carrier. Yeah, and he forces us to draw, I would say. Would have been the right play here. Choose any number of players. Okay, let's use his Yoda to draw a card. Do I want to draw a card? No. All right, we'll hit the daughter, get some restore going. Is he going to play out of Avar here? He's not. So let's claim. I'm not going to just like let you just have a free, like, free Avar coming out there. All right, so let's drop out Yaddle. All right, we'll claim again. We'll get rid of the Sage. Hit with Yaddle. Restore one. Let's draw. He's yet to deploy Avar. We're kind of sweating on that Rivals Force. So we'll just claim again. Like, we can do this all day. Okay, here comes Yoda. Gonna do some damage there. All right, let's draw some cards. All right, so he gets the Force. Kind of in a rough spot ourselves now because we know Avar's going to come out. Let's play the Sage out. Because we can put the Saber on the Sage and it'll stop the Avar Chris. Why wouldn't you use it to hit the shield? Well, the confiscate, okay. Well, we're going to get hit for a lot here. No, probably don't need the Poe. Okay, so we're going to have to rivals the Avar here. Yeah, Adam's saying, yeah, with the Sage and the Constructed. Yeah, it's unfortunate that he had the... We'll have to drop out the Chariot. It's unfortunate that he had the Confiscate. I didn't see him having a Confiscate sort of as the last sort of card there. All right, let's draw a card. All right, well, I guess that's another Chariot's good. If you can use the Force, yeah. He's going to be able to hit the Chariot again, and that should be game, I think. No? All right, well, we'll restore again. It's not overwhelmed, so we'll just pass. All right, please give us our rivals or a Fell the Dragon. Okay, rivals will do. We can rivals that Yoda. Right, let's draw Crate Dragon. We're going to need something to block again. This bright, we might end up dying to Bright Hope at this rate. Maybe we play the Concords. We can play a Chariot straight in next turn. Yeah. We'll hit in there and can open fire. All right, it's going to hit us for 6. We can Kiari Mundi. Let's draw. We'll play Owen down. We can. Going to claim initiative. We can play the saber again on the Night Sister Warrior. We'll draw. Nothing's left play. All right, Your Money Hope is very good because we are going to play something for free. Right, we'll play the Chariot. I might have lost that one. Yeah. I lost that one on the... Unless we draw a force throw or something here. Yeah. I probably should have played the Luke straight away and hit the... And then I would have had... Yeah. It's a Ray, but we're going to be one off. Yeah, I messed that up. Messed that game up, that one. Kind of got ourselves in an awkward spot on that one. But he had an incredible start. We were
Hello there.
very behind the majority of that game. But yeah, there were... all right, we need a Jedi to start with, a Force user. All right, we'll keep one Ray. I think we need Owen in this matchup. It's an annoying matchup, this one, because game 2, game 3 in a series, this matchup gets very easy in terms once you bring in your bombing runs. But because we're only doing best of ones, it's yeah, somewhat annoying. I don't need the saber because he'll play the capture ones. Yeah, bombing runs and that, like, very good in this matchup. And there's the capture that we talked about. I probably should have yoded. Right, we'll put that on bottom. Got a Coyote, which is good. We'll be able to take out the R2. Right. Didn't want double Coyotes. Like, right, we'll hit into there. Triple Coyotes. Okay. It is nice to get C3PO in this matchup to do a lot of that cleanup work. Right, let's claim. No, we don't need Yaddle. Run into the Peacekeeper here. Try and get a Your Money Hope. Not a Your Money Hope. Let's put that on bottom. Ugh. I did not mean to do that one. Yeah, that was a misplay. All right, well, let's claim. We'll hit that with the hammerhead next turn. Okay, so we might be able to, you'll mighty hope, a crate dragon out next turn too. Which would stop a lot of his plays. We have yet to hit a force throw too. He's only got 2 cards. But yeah, I shouldn't have done that double Kiadi Mundi play. That was not right. All right, let's put Yoda on the bottom. All right, see ya, Mitchell. I'll be hopping off very soon as well. Yeah, this is, yeah, not good. I definitely messed up this game. Yeah, force throws, any force throws would have been good in this matchup. We've been through nearly half. And they're all in the bottom half, I think. If he's got a surprise strike or something here, he should, yeah. Like, yeah, I can kill that, but we'll just deploy Yoda. Trigger has to be that one. Force throw would have been great there. Yep. Yep, unfortunately, we're just out of range here. Can kill Padme, but it just takes us back to 25. He can hit the skirmisher. Let's see if we can play that one a little bit differently.
Hello there.
That's not what we wanted. All right, Yaddle is good. Leave the rivals out. This time we've got a fair bit of healing. A C-3PO would be nice. Right, we'll claim we can run into here. We've also got double force throw. I have to remember the Yoda this time. All right, let's draw. We'll put the hammerhead on bottom. All right, let's force throw our opponent here. What do you throw? A Babu, is it? Let's throw out the next card as well. Let's put the crate away. We'll drop out a Yoda. Claim. Has he got any? I don't think the fell. Yeah, I don't think they play any big units. We do have a lot of heal going for us at the moment. Right, Anakin's going to go back to hand. So this is where, yeah, bombing run is just... We'll put that one on top. We'll attack with Yoda. And then we'll draw. We'll kill that one. And pass. Do I just You're my only hope here? Because then I can rivals next turn. A 2. Do that one to give us a Yoda flip. I'll put that on top. We'll draw. Okay, 3PO is good. And so is Poe. Poe's really good as well. Chewbacca now on the turncoat. All right, we'll take out one of those. We should have a lot of heal on the ground. I'll put that on top. We want to take out that. Should have kept the Poe to get rid of the Chewbacca. Yeah, that was a mistake. Hopefully it doesn't cost us. We've got a lot of heal. But yeah, the Chewbacca I should have kept. We can open fire on the squadron here. We do have a lot of heal going, though. All right, so he's going to trade with that. So let's open fire on the squadron. He's not going to outpace us at the current rate. All right, we'll drop the ray off as well. The restore's kind of just keeping us in the game here. All right, we claim here if he attacks. All right, let's try the third final match.
Hello there.
And let's bring in the bombing runs. Take out those. We'll bring in redemptions. What else isn't needed? Probably one turret. All right, let's keep this one. We've got a decent start this time because we've got the interceptors, we've got the ray. We don't need the constructed lightsaber because they've got the capture shuttle, so you don't want to upgrade up. All right, we'll hit Babu. We'll drop the interceptors. He may have the capture for it, but that's fine. If we can eventually kill it, we'll get it back, and he'll still have to hit through it. All right, let's hit Babu. Yeah, well, we knew that was coming. Put the ray on top. All right, do we need the other Yaddle? Probably not. We've got the open fire here. Hello, Mexico says I got third in PQ. Thanks to your Yoda. Well done. And changed 2 C3POs to Loth Wolves against aggro. That makes sense. To adjust it in that, I had the C3POs just because I was getting a lot more mid-range, lot mirrors, blue reds. It's good for that, but I can understand why you would put the Loth Wolves in. That's pretty cool. No worries. Congratulations, top 3. You got the initiative token, which is a pretty cool token, I reckon. All right, give us a... Oh, that's good as well. We can then put that ray on the bottom. Trigger. And we can play a turret down here. All right, let's get rid of the saber. We've got now the 3PO for the getting rid of the 2 drops here. Okay, so He's suited up here to take out the interceptors. Let's just hit his base for 1. Base for 3 with Chirrut. All right, let's draw. We'll put Ray on top. So we're going to use our C3PO. Lost in top 4 to Boba during his flip term. Yeah, that happens. Did the Your Money Way. Hope for Luke. Yeah, that's how to handle it. All right, so we'll say 5. Reveal and draw. We'll have to kill this Chewbacca. He's Boba deployed and killed the Night Sister, which took the Luke off the top. Yeah, you have to be careful of that. All right, let's pass. We seem to be in a decent position this game. And we'll get the restore. This is the Yoda flip turn. Yeah, you have to be careful if you've got a good player. If you put something on the top and a good player can determine that they can change what's on top by killing a unit, or even if their own Yoda dies, they can force you to draw. That they will do it. Okay, so I think we can just draw here. Let's see if we can get a 3. That's Caddy Monday. That's pretty good. So we know it's a 4, so we can flip and know that we will kill the squadron. We can Your Money Hope and draw as well. I don't think we hit force throws this game as well. Okay, capture. Yep. All right, so Luke can get our Owen back. Oh, actually, we can draw now. Now that yeah, we can draw back out now. Now that we know that Kiadi Mundy's on top and the unit has left play. Okay, we'll put Ray on top. We'll use Ray to hit Akbar. Now we can just deploy Yoda on trigger and kill whatever we want on here. Use it to take our Owen back, or we can use it to kill. We'll use it to kill the squadron because we can use Luke to take out that shuttle. Play Yaddle. Okay, we don't need the Your Money Hope. We haven't hit our bombing run, even though we've sighted them in. Nearly halfway through the deck. All right, we'll claim. The Sage. We just start hitting with Luke here, I think, to start with. He needs another outmaneuver. We'll just claim with that's it. So that first game I think was a bit of an anomaly. The last two were much cleaner on that one. All right, so a bit of a long stream because I'll be away for a few days, and thanks for tuning in. The Poe was what 13-7, so not a great showing compared to where I would like that deck. Yoda had a rough one against Avar, but not too bad in that set of 3 against Akbar. So, all right, well, thanks for tuning in, and I will keep everyone updated after the PQ this weekend. Let you know how the baddest batch did, and yeah, I will catch you